The scenario on Sunday, 13th January 2013, at Shagamu in Ogun State of Nigeria, where Otumba Engineer Justus Gbenga Daniel held sway for 8 years as the executive governor of the Gateway State, was reminiscent of what happened about the same time last year during the funeral service of the late father of the former governor, Gbenga Daniel, which attracted the presence of a huge number of very important personalities from all spheres of life. Prior to this, Governor Gbenga Daniel had played host to others who paid him condolence visit at home, led by former head of state General Abdulsalami Abubakar. On Sunday, 13th January 2013, the Abraham Tabernacle Shagamu, which Governor Gbenga Daniel built in honor of his late father, Pa Abraham Daniel, served a dual purpose. Christian faithfuls from different denominations, as well as friends and family members of the Daniels, converged there in their hundreds to commemorate the first-year anniversary of the passing on of Pa Abraham Adebola Daniel and the annual New Year Thanksgiving service, which for 8 years was a regular feature of the Otumba Gbenga Daniel-led government of Ogun State. In attendance at the service were representatives of Chief Mrs. Anna Awolowo, the leader of our Afenifere group, Chief Fashanti, Chief Ayo Adebanjo, members of the traditional institution, mostly from Ogun State of Nigeria, Dr. Onaolakbo Shole, as well as politicians from different political parties and those who served under the former Governor Gbenga Daniel during his 2-term tenure as Ogun State Governor. To properly set the tone for the service, the church band led the congregation in the rendition of some soul-lifting songs, which everyone gyrated heartily to. The choir of the Abraham Tabernacle Church also rendered special songs at the service. The only lesson of the service was read by Mr. Yele Daniel, the brother of former Governor Gbenga Daniel.
The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous, always there. More to be desired are they than gold, yea, and much fine gold, sweeter also than honey, and the honeycomb. Moreover, by them is their servants want, and in keeping of them their great reward. Who can understand his errors? Think thou from secret thoughts. Keep back thy servant, also from presumptuous sins. Let us not have dominion over him.
Dr. Sunday Olamakinde, the prelate of the Methodist Church of Nigeria, who preached the sermon at the special service, hinged the theme of his message on the need for thanksgiving by everyone in all circumstances. Dr. Olamakinde congratulated Otumba Gbenga Daniel for the foresight in building a house of God in honor of his late father, and also for continuing with the tradition of thanksgiving at the beginning of every year, even after leaving office. Dr. Olamakinde said that for giving their late father a befitting burial last year, he was sure that former Governor Gbenga Daniel and his siblings will also be properly looked after by their own children too. Turning to the sermon proper, Dr. Olamakinde said, Everyone who survived the year 2012, which he described as the worst year ever, characterized by major calamities, indeed has every reason to thank God. However, Dr. Olamakinde advised all those people with devilish plans to do a rethink this year. He urged everyone to pray for peace in Nigeria in the new year.
Nigeria is standing today united because of God's grace and the prayer of remnant faithful. This year, 2013, will be a year of peace, a year of blessing, a year of grace, a year of unity in Nigeria. This year, 2013, remember to give thanks and praise God this year, and never forget the good things He does for you. Our second reason for coming here today is to thank God for the life and times of our dear father, the most Reverend Abraham Adebola Daniel, who God has called to eternal rest 1 year ago in this Abraham tabernacle. Let me now thank the former governor and other children of our papa for being grateful children. It's not easy, but Papa as a governor, as a child, especially at the back, you don't know what, Papa was lucky because he was given a decent burial.
There were special prayers for former Governor Gbenga Daniel and his family members, Ogun State and indeed Nigeria. The special service to commemorate the first-year remembrance of the death of Pa Abraham Adebola Daniel and the New Year's service continued with a medley of special rendition by different choir groups in attendance. The high point of the service was a Thanksgiving session, during which former Governor Gbenga Daniel and all his siblings were joined by all those who attended the service to thank God for His mercies over the family.
He's a mighty God. A mighty God.
Special prayers were offered for the quick recovery of Mr. Shino Kawonishe, the former Information Commissioner of Ogun State, and the former Governor Gbenga Daniel, and now Managing Director and Editor-in-Chief, Western Publishing Company Limited, who is fast recuperating from a recent accident. In his vote of thanks, former Governor Gbenga Daniel expressed his profound gratitude to all those who honor the family with their presence despite their very tight schedule, especially the prelate of the Methodist Church of Nigeria, Dr. Olamakinde. He prayed that the year 2013 will be a much better one, devoid of the catastrophic distractions that marked the year 2012.
We especially thank our special guest of honor here today, His Eminence, Dr. Ola Akonde, the prelate of the Methodist Church of Nigeria. Thank you very much. And of course, the post pastor, Reverend Dele Kolade. Your Excellency, the former Deputy Governor of Ogun State, for all of 8 years is here with us, Alaja Santo Bajo. We recognize you and we thank you, thank God for your life. Kábíyèsí Aláyéwàdí Ẹ̀gúsí of Makun, I recognize you. The Olóko of Omo is here with us. Eba Mishe Kábíyèsí. And so many numerous friends, eminent personalities, that are so many we don't even know where to start. Olotu Omoba Oyedele, our political leaders, Chikola Okujobi, Chidi Adebiro, Alaja Osoya, they are all here. Please give them a loud round of applause. Once again, I should go.
The event ended with a reception which took place at the Aseludero Court, the home of former Governor Gbenga Daniel. Here again, the choice band was in action, dishing out very melodious tunes, as former Governor Gbenga Daniel and his wife, Iyolufunke Daniel, went round to greet the guests one after the other. In closing, Biscon Communications, the producers of the BC Olatile Show and publishers of BUS International Magazine, would like to use this auspicious occasion to express our profound and unreserved gratitude to former Governor Gbenga Daniel for the huge support the BC Olatile Show got in the 8-year tenure of the former governor as the chief executive of the Gateway State. The only way to pay back, albeit instrumentally, is to assure Otumba Gbenga Daniel and his wife, Iyolufunke Daniel, that Biscon Communications should be at their service round the clock when it concerns anything under professional expertise.